Hello everyone, I just want to share with you a few tags I've made for a swap I'm in at Scrappers Obsessions, which is a New Zealand and Australian crafting forum, which is nice because it's a bit closer to home, so it's nice to get to know people who are a little bit closer in the world. The swap was actually a junked up doily tag swap. And I remember a couple of months ago I actually saw Roxy Car 11 did a junked up tag, and I really liked the idea. So when I saw this swap, I was quite excited and thought I'd give it a try. And these are the tags I've made. After I'd made them all, I said to my daughter, "What do you think?" And she said, "That's fine, Mum." And I said, "Well, it says I've got to make 6 and send 5. Why would I have to, you know, how do I know which one I'm going to keep for myself?" And she said, "Mum, they should have been the same." And I said, "No." And she said, "Yes." It just never occurred to me that they would be the same, because the word junk to me implies that it's made out of bits and pieces that are left over, and you wouldn't really have more than one of those. But anyway, I'm forgiven. I've been in contact with the lady and she said it's okay. Apparently I did do it a little bit wrong, but I still like my tags, and I hope the ladies that get the tags like them too. They'll just I think the coordinator's name is Faith. She'll have to work out which one to send to who, or perhaps don't even open the bag and just put a bag in each of the ladies' packages, so you won't even have to choose. Okay, so I'll start off with the first one. They're quite a large tag as well. Just I think it's 3 by 4 or something like that. That, you know, the tag's quite a large tag. So at the top I've just got this little bit of leather here, lacing. I've made a flower. It's got a piece of a doily medallion behind it there. There's just a lace flower with Martha's button in the center. I have a card here. This is actually, they had to include a doily. So this is my doily. I've just wrapped it around and folded it, and it's sort of made a pocket here. I've tied it together at the corner there with some seam binding and a metal butterfly. I've just put my details on a separate tag, just so if they wanted to use this tag, although that one's pinned down, but if they wanted to actually use the tag on another project, they could without having my details all over it. So I've made sort of a little dangle here with some old necklace and some fabric and some trim, cotton trim. I've continued. There's a acrylic butterfly, some beads and a chain, a button, the rest of the chain into a dangle there, and I think that's a bit of curtaining down the bottom. So that's my first tag. I don't think I missed it. Oh, and I've got a charm there from DK Crafts as well. Oh, that's right, I covered the actual tag in the curtaining fabric before I did anything to it. It's also got that lovely applique under there as well. So that's tag number 1. Tag number 2 I did briefly show in one of my other videos, so I won't go into a lot of detail here. I think the only thing I added to it may have been, I don't know if that flower was on, but I made a stick pin to go in this one. I'll just show you. There's the doily. I love a lot of the thing. I had to sort of balance it because it would end up like this, got coins on this side, so it was a bit lopsided when it hung. So I'd have to hang something quite heavy on the other side just to balance it out, so it didn't, it's got a dangle on the back, so it didn't just hang crooked all the time. It's a little dangle there. That, and it's just, I put my details, but that's easily removable. And just, I loved this fabric, so I just cut a piece and put a bow on the back of that one. So that one's tag number 2, and I think this might be, I think that Webster's paper, that one. Here's another tag. I like them all. I don't think I actually have a favourite. I like them all. So, you know, I'm glad I don't have to choose who they go to. So we have some seam binding at the top, a ring from an old necklace, some chain gathered up there with some beads on the end once again. I have a flower I've made with one of those acrylic flowers in the centre, a bit of crafty embleys stuck in there, a little dress charm. Oh no, it's that's actually a puzzle piece that Kerry sent me in an ATC swap, so I've popped that on there. Some scrunched up chiffon, this wiggly ribbon that I like so much, it's so much fun to play with. Another little charm stuck in there. There's the doily here. The doily was actually quite big, so what I did was I cut the centre out of it, scrunched the back up to look like a flower, and then stuck the centre, so all the doily is still there, it's just been rearranged. And a button, another puzzle piece under there, some lace, trim up the side. I think this trim may have come from Angie, and down the bottom is this lovely lace here that I got from an Etsy store. Just the tag with my details, a little space there if they want to put something there, and just some seam binding and a bow at the back there, and this funny little lace that's sort of covered in underneath there. Okay, so that's that one. Oh. Now this one I do like. It's not as crowded as the rest of them, but I really like it. This here is, I bought these hair prong clip things with butterflies on the end, and I used the butterfly on a box I've just made, and this is the prong, and I thought, oh, okay, we'll use that as a flower stem. So I've just put some little paper flowers. I think they came from Beady Bon Bon. There's my doily at the top there. There's a zipper thing there that was in my junk drawer, and this is one of the little embellishments I got from DK Crafts. Then we've got this, I think this is the Prima paper. I've also done a little bit of embossing on this one. Just stick some gold embossing down the side there. I've used lots of little beads that Angie sent me down the bottom there, and another charm from Kerry. My lovely, what is that? That trim with the crystals on it. A flower I made, pearl, and it's just some trim caught up there. This little thing here, mainly for balance once again. With some seam binding. There's my doily. What we got underneath? Oh, we have that lace underneath here, and this vintage trim down there. Okay, so that one's not as fussy, but I really like it. Oh, and we have just this little green trim coming out there. It's pretty, that one, very pretty. So that's that one. And last but not least, this one has a totally different look to it. It's got a bit of everything going for it, actually. It's got lots of seam binding up there, and this trim here is knotted, so if you wanted to hang it, you can hang it by that. Okay, this is a little embellishment I got in a lot from eBay. My Crafty Embleys mask here. I cut this one in half to form the top of the mask, and just put a bead in there. Once again, I've used the tiny beads that Angie sent me to decorate the corners. The whole doily in this case is folded around like a jacket almost. I've got some buttons on the back, just like a little jacket, and then a medallion put in the center. This is part of an earring I got from the thrift store. This is a beautiful charm from DK Crafts. This is an old necklace from a thrift shop. I'm not quite sure what this paper is, but it's really, really pretty. Maybe, oh, it could be part of the Tea Time collection. This gorgeous lace here could be from Lavish Laces. Don't quote me on that though, I could be wrong. And then this tassel one was from eBay as well. So that one on the back, it's just like a granny shawl with some buttons down the top. There we go. And that's all my junked up tags, ladies. I hope you like them. I had so much fun making them. They were a lot of fun to make. I love stuff like that. I'll just zoom up a little bit while I talk to you. There we go. While I'm here, I also, and they will be packaged. I'm going to put each one into one of these lifestyle bags that I got from Dee. I'm just going to put them in there, fold the top over just slightly like that, and then clip it with one of these little clips. That way it's easy enough to get out. It's not going to damage anything, and they can reuse the bags as well, because these are lovely bags and you might as well use them more than once, I say. So that's how they're going to be packaged. I also made a few more flowers that I'll quickly show you that I'm sending as well. It's just the same like ruffled kind, but I love this lace. I've used it all now. This is from Lavish Laces, this lace, and it's got like an eyelet lace underneath it as well. So there's those ones there. There's some, I think they're called lollipop flowers. I got that, it's like a coffee color actually. Satin from the thrift store with some tulle. Brad's in the middle. And then there's these cute little ones that I like, because these are smaller than the others, so they're very usable. And I'm going to try and make more smaller ones like this. This is my very, very first crocheted flower. And it's not perfect, it's not great, but I really love it on this flower. With that nice antique looking button there. So, yeah. And this is part of a doily, this white one here, and it's just some lace there. And I've also been making some book paper bags. They seem to be quite popular at the moment. I first saw packaging done with the book paper when Laneka sent Trisha a beautiful rack, and everything she sent was, well, basically everything she sent was wrapped up in book paper, and it was so simple yet it was so beautiful. I watched the excitement of Trisha opening every single parcel, and I was just as excited as her because everything looks so beautiful. So I've got into the habit of making nice little bags when I send things. So these are, I've made a couple of these ones. I didn't embellish the bottom this time because I'm running out of time. So that's just a flower I've made, and that's actually a very old button, that one. And it's a little bit more yellow than what it's showing on camera. It's a real honeycomb colour. I've had those for quite some time. And that one is the lollipop flower with the beautiful lace. And this is just an old dictionary I've got. I've got like 4 of them, and they've got some really nice images in them, so I tend to use that as well. So that's how I'll be packaging some of the things that I send. Okay, ladies, it's wonderful, all these Christmas things at the moment. It's getting to be a lot like Christmas. Okay, thank you for joining me today. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.